Hello and a very good day everyone. So today we will learn on appending data using Power Query. So let's get started. If we look in our file over here, we do have table 1 and we have table 2. So basically we want to merge these two tables into a single table, which is as shown over here. So in other words, I want to merge table 1 and table 2 into one particular table. And then what I want to do is I just want to calculate the sum of the sales. As you can see over here, in organization A year 2011 we do have the sales of 285, and then in table 2 we do have organization A 2011 and the sales is 555. So if we calculate the sum, it becomes 840. So in this particular table, not only we want to combine into one particular table, we also want to calculate the total sales. So how we are going to do this? Well, this is how Power Query can solve the case. So in this case over here, we have table 1, we have table 2. So the first step is I need to put this data to the Power Query editor. So what I'm going to do is I want to press Ctrl Shift down, Ctrl Shift right, and then I go to data. So once I go to data, I go to the area of get and transform data, and then after that I go to from table slash range. So once I go from table slash range, you will notice that a box will appear, and then I press OK. So once I press OK, so you will notice that it will be navigated to Power Query Editor. So now if you see here, we do have the organization, we have the year, we have the sales. So the second step what I do is I need to press close and load to. I only load to create connection and I press OK. So right now if you see over here, we have created a connection for table 1. So I need to do the same thing for table 2 as well. I need to import this data to Power Query Editor. So I go to data, I go to get and transform data, I click on from table slash range. So once I click this, I press OK. So automatically it will go to the Power Query Editor. So as you can see over here, this is our database for table 2. So what I need to do is I need to combine this. So I'll go to Append Queries, I click on Append Queries as new. So I press Append Queries as new, so a box will appear. So they will ask us either we want to append 2 tables or 3 or more. So in this case, I want to append 2 tables. So first is the table 2, second is the table 1, and then I press OK. So once I press OK, so now you see the data, the 2 tables has been consolidated into one table. But the thing is, if you look here carefully, so I will sort this organization A to Z, and then I'll sort the year in ascending order. But unfortunately, it doesn't calculate the total of sales. So what I want to do is, I want to group by. So what I'll do is, I go to transform, I click group by. So once I click group by, a box will appear. So I will go to advanced, I'll go by organization, I click add grouping by year, and then after that I'll go here, put here sales, and then instead of count rows I find sum, and then sum of sales, and then after that I press OK. So now you'll see, so this is the total sales. So now what I'll do is I'll just sort again, sort ascending order, so and also sort the year in ascending order. So now this is the database, but only one column missing is the prime column. So what I'm going to do is I'll go to home and I'll click merge queries. So I'll click on merge queries, and then the box will appear. So I want to merge this table with table 2 because table 2 has the prime. So I will select this organization, I press shift, select year. So I have select 2 columns, and I press this column and I press shift. So we have selected this, the selection has matches. Then what I do is I press OK. So once I press OK, I need to expand the column. So I'll just select the prime only. So I'll just untick this and select prime and untick this, and then I press OK. So now the prime has been selected, and then I just have to reorganize this. So there you go. So now this is our database. And then what I'll do is I'll press here, close and load to, and I'll click as only create connection because I want the other two tables to be created as connection, and I press OK. So now I press OK, so connection has been created. Then I put my cursor over here, I select this, right click, I go to load to, and I press table and I press OK. So now you will see the table has been consolidated. Not only consolidated, it also have calculated the total sales as well. So now if just say I put one example over here, so just let me insert some rows. Okay, so now if just say I have added some new data, so what I'll do is I put here E 2011 and I put here 100, and then I put here E again 2011, then I put here yes, and then I put here 100, and then I put here E again 2012 200, E again 2013, and I put here 500, and then I'll add here again E 2012 and then 200. So if you notice over here, I have added additional rows, which is E data, E organization, and I did the same for table 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press here right click and I press here refresh. You will notice that not only it has consolidated, added the E organization, it has also calculated the total sales for data organization E.